Matthew 10:40. Ha dekomenos humas eme dekatai, kai ha eme dekomenos dekatai ton apostelon me. Here Jesus tells his disciples as he sends them out on mission in Matthew 10, the one who receives you all receives me. Notice how the emet is pulled forward. Notice how that is the more emphatic form. Remember, we reviewed the other day the regular forms of the first person personal pronoun are ego, mu, moi, me, which would be translated I of me, to or for me, me. And there are these alternate forms that are used commonly with prepositions, or if they're not used with prepositions, they're arguably more emphatic. So we're trying to bring that out by pronouncing it more loudly. So we're saying the one who receives you all receives me. And the one receiving me, again, the emes pulled forward, emphatic form. So the one who receives me receives the one who sent me. Let's look at a bit more detail at this dekomenos. You can see we have the verbal form reoccurring many times from dekomai, right? Dekomai means to receive. And so this first form here, the article does a lot of the work for you, doesn't it? You see that article, you know that this is nominative, masculine, singular. You see that men particle, so yeah, men fit sitting in the middle of the pew, being passive, not doing their part. It is indeed a middle passive participle sound unit, but because the lexical form ends in omai, we know it's just going to be middle and not passive. So what we have is a present middle participle. We have a present middle participle, nominative, masculine, singular, and it's used substantively, isn't it? The one who receives, the person who receives you all, receives me. Let's do one final thing before we leave this verse. That last participle there, apostelonta. What is the lexical form of that? Do you know? That is from apostello, right? Apostello. And why all the spelling changes? Well, because it's a liquid verb. The last letter, learn more nonsense rules, right? The last letter of the stem is a l, m, n, a, r. And so what happens, remember the sigma cannot come in there. Sigma's rejected, so we have all these adjustments. We have a lengthening of the stem vowel to compensate for the loss of the sigma. We lose a lambda, right? So all that plays out, and what we have here is an aorist active participle, and it's accusative masculine singular. Don't make it harder than it is. Let the article do the hard work for you. Accusative masculine singular.